So yeah, you can build websites through different content management systems available to you, but the most popular software used on the internet for building websites and for customization purposes is WordPress. Now, the big question before us is the following. Should you opt for the web development route and build your website from scratch? Or should you use a content management system like WordPress instead? Alright, so like in anything, there are always some advantages and disadvantages associated to both web development route and the WordPress route. First of all, the main advantage of using WordPress is that we don't have to do any coding. But if we use web development, we have to hire a coder or do the coding ourselves. In WordPress, a person who even has little to no technical knowledge can easily customize their website. Second of all, using WordPress is very time saving because if we need to write computer codes, then it will consume a lot of our time. For example, say you want to design a one-page website. Would you rather just select the template or theme and customize it a little bit? Or would you like to prefer spending hours coding this page from scratch? For me, I would definitely pick the ready to use route and build something quickly. Like seriously, why spend hours and hours on end just building a page if your ultimate goal is simply to sell a product or service? Even if you simply want to write blog posts, why spend much energy on coding instead of your own blog post? So yeah, in the web development route, you have to write the coding by hand, which can take 2 to 3 days, as compared to WordPress, which help you design and build your website in a matter of hours. Thirdly, you don't get a technical support if you built your website from scratch. You are the sole owner and you have to resolve the issues yourself. Each time you run into a problem, you have to hire a developer to help you solve it, or you would need to debug the issue yourself. In WordPress, however, you are provided with technical support and there are always developers working to fix the bugs. That is why we don't have to worry much about any errors. But still, if there is something wrong with your files, then we have to look into it ourselves. Otherwise, there is always technical support that will provide for you. And you know, WordPress is huge and you'll certainly find some communities on Facebook, Reddit, or LinkedIn that are ready to help you out. Alright, let's now move on to the next point. So, through the web development route, you will need a professional editor if we want to redesign or rebuild your website. But in WordPress, there is no need to do that. Even if you have a developer on your team, you can easily customize the website yourself. Next, we can see that there is a disadvantage of using WordPress. In fact, it is so slow as compared to web development. Your website can work much faster if it's done via the web development route. Nevertheless, if we use proper plugins and know which plugin is useful for our website, we can easily increase the efficiency of our WordPress website. Let's take an example and suppose that we have created a website of 3 to 4 pages and that we have used 10 plugins. Obviously, this can be periculous and will decrease your website's performance. However, in web development, a website would work perfectly, regardless of the type of coding that we use. But that also doesn't mean that all of the website coded from scratch will work fine. They can also work slowly if they have bugs in them. Alright, next we can see that in web development, we have the advantage of not needing to purchase anything. Why? Simply because whatever you need to build, you can code it and build it from scratch. For example, if we are creating a form of something that requires complexity and that needs dynamic functionalities, we can easily use any programming language to do it, and it will work perfectly free of charge. In WordPress, however, the problem is that most of the powerful tools and plugins are not free of charge. Like if we want to add any extra functionality to our website, we need to purchase the plugins. Some plugins are free when you're doing things at a beginner level, and this course will also cover things at the beginner level, so we don't have to purchase anything. But if you want to become a professional developer, then you might need to purchase the plugins so that you can work efficiently and make your website world class.